Hi everyone, this is Liz from Creative Life of Liz, and I'm here planning for the week of March 24th through the 30th. This is in my B&R Papercraft Plan B planner. We're getting closer to it being even, honestly, without having to flip things, but I do still have a couple months flipped over here. In fact, I think I might be able to move 1 month back. Yeah, let's see how that goes. Okay, but for this week, I am using this really old sticker kit from Wonton and a Million by CraftSmith. This is when they were at Michael's, but it's like a besties, #besties kit. I think that's what it's called. So no longer available, but I am excited to use it. It's a super cute kit in pink and yellow and orange, lots of gold foiling, with lots of wontons and bestie themed things. I planned to use this kit originally for my friends and I doing like a girls weekend, but pandemic happened and other things came up and we never ended up doing it. So I'm just going to use this kit now. And I think it's going to be really fun. So first off, I'm going to pull all these sheets out of the cardboard because I find that to be more helpful, because flipping back and forth between pages is actually quite difficult. So trying to avoid that as much as possible. Also trying to avoid tearing it as much as possible. So for this week, oops, pulled part of that out. That's fine. Didn't hurt the sticker. For this week, the main things going on are we have 1-ish day of travel at the beginning of the week, and then getting back in the swing of things, and also it's my birthday. So lots of things going on during the week. Doing these setups is always a little bit tricky because it's very non-standard, of course. So things that I'm going to need, these are the little date headers, which I am going to use. I'm trying to decide if I just want to use these as the top, like where I would put the little washi situation. So that's a possibility. Let's see. I don't think I have any like duplicate washies enough to go all the way across both. Yeah, I don't. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these date covers also as the headers along the very top. I am then going to use this orange polka dot and this pink with diagonal stripes to make the middle set of headers. And then I'm going to put in the full boxes, and then we'll worry about whatever headers need to go under the full boxes when we actually get to the planning. There are all these to-do boxes, so that's a possibility. It will kind of mess up the height, I think. So that's always a factor, but maybe I'll just put the to-dos on the top and then put the dates on top of that. That might actually work better. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to do that. And then this is going to be my bottom washi for the 2 sides. So I've got that going. To-dos. And then I do need those washies still. And then these pages can go to the side for now. I am going to need some slice situations for sure. And then I'm just going to use, what pens do I already have out that actually go with this color palette, because I don't have that many just sitting out. Sure, let's use this hot pink mild liner to write in the dates at the very top above the days of the week. So very chaotic already, but it's fine. I'm gonna get started and then I will be back to show you what it's looking like, and we can do the interesting bits. All right, here's where we've gotten to so far. I think it's looking pretty good. Definitely a little chaotic, but I think it's looking pretty good. All right, so the next step that we need to consider is full boxes. So let's see. I have ones on this page, kind of this page, and then these 2. Okay, so this is 1, 2 right here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I need like an eighth that's not really a full box. Maybe I'm gonna put that actually on the sidebar, mix it up a little. Okay, so I think I'm gonna set this to the side for now and cover the full boxes. So this one is obviously the one that doesn't have a twin to go with it. So this one is gonna go in the center right here. Usually the way it works is to leave just like a little gap. So that's what I'm gonna do, even though this is not exactly how we usually do it. All right. And then I'm gonna stick this one right here and this one right here, because these guys definitely go together. There we go. So that's another sheet I can move out of the way. Then I'm gonna do these two. I don't think it really matters. Well, let's see. I think I'm gonna do it this way to try to make sure that they don't have like the same. Swap them around a little so that we don't have them right next to each other too many times. Okay, there we go. And then these guys can go on Monday. And then Sunday to kind of like bracket the whole week. There we go. All right, that looks pretty cute. We're going to have to sort out the bottom washi situation or the washi situation underneath them, but I'm going to deal with that in a little bit and just ignore the problem basically. It'll be fine-ish. We'll see how that goes. Okay. So building up the sidebar, I think is the next task. And I actually think I might start at the bottom on this particular one. Because I think that makes the most sense because I kind of want to line up everything correctly. Yeah, so it's not going to be a perfect lineup, but I think it's going to be close enough. Okay, so I'm going to start right here with my weekly whatever situation. This guy I don't really need for now, I don't think. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hydrations. So maybe I'm just going to use those instead. Down here, that might work. Okay. Next up to go on here is I think I want to stick one of these guys in here next. So I think I'm going to stick this yellow one because the chances of us actually going dancing are pretty low. So I feel like the vibes are perfect to put in there. And then I think I'm going to stick in a habit tracker like so. And then, sorry if you can hear my cats in the background. I know they're being a little crazy. And then another habit tracker like so. And then I think I'm going to put in this love your shelfie situation. And then do I want to put in another one of those or some like washi situation, another box? I think I'm just going to put in another one of these. So it's going to end up like slightly taller than the usual sidebar, but I think that's okay. All right, I think that looks pretty cute actually. All right, Monday. So first things first, I don't know what's happening in the morning. So I think this is a travel day. So maybe actually I want to put that in as the big thing. Okay, what? Do I want? I'm trying to pick a full box. I'm going to stick in this one. And I'm going to stick it in like so to basically center it right here. All right, that's gonna be for travel day. We're gonna put something down here, not in chronological order for whatever we actually end up doing, but I think whatever, that's fine. Okay, and then leaving just a little gap. So I'm gonna put this in just above where the line is. I'm gonna stick this guy in. And then I think I want, oh, while I do this, maybe I should just do it for all the days at the same time. That might work the best. All right, there we go. And then I think I'm gonna stick in this guy and then this guy. And then I think put the 2 pale pink in. I know it like kind of matches the full boxes, but I think that's fine. I don't mind. There's only so much of the spreading of the colors that I can do. And then this one will match too, but that's fine. Okay, go with that. Back to the plans. Monday's gonna have something else on it. We need like breakfast, checkout, whatever. But it's a travel day, so I'm just gonna fill in all that stuff later and just have the highlight be the travel day. Tuesday is back to work, so I need to find 4 things that can all be for work. So I could use like these guys. I could use these guys way down here at the bottom. I could use little flags. I might use the flags, actually. Let's see. Yeah, I think that might work. Okay, so I'm just gonna stick in like a centered flag like so. So there's that. And then I do want to put in, after that, I'm delaying my plan with me by a day. So that I don't have to try to upload it while I'm traveling. So this will be when my video goes up. Hopefully you guys don't mind that it was delayed by a day. Maybe you don't even notice. I don't know. By the time you see this, you'll know what has happened. And then let's see. I don't really see any icons that are super applicable for curling. So I might just use like boxes down here. So I'm going to use this one down here at the bottom of the day for curling. Wednesday, we have more work. Let's use this bright yellow. Why not? So stick that there. Oh, actually, before we stick that in, I do want to mark my birthday. That seems like a thing that's worth marking, perhaps. How do I want to mark it? I don't need it to take up a ton of space, so there's that. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. Like so. Mark my birthday, put in work underneath. That's an all-day thing. That's all I've got planned. We'll probably go out to dinner, but not really sure. Anyway, next up, I'm gonna stick in another work guy. And then I also need to stick in, how did I mark curling? Yeah, with one of these guys. I think I want some orange down here. So curling right there. All right, and then Friday, the last little work flag needs to go in. And then I also want to mark my video going up. What? Oh, I used like a tiny guy. Right. I had forgotten. All right, this one matches. So I kind of think I want to use maybe this guy to mark my video. This should be my book Bujo going up. By the time you see this, you'll know what it is. That's all I've got planned here. And then the weekend, I really have no idea what's happening. I do think I'm going to put in a weekend banner. I don't always put them in, but I just kind of want to for this week. So I'm gonna stick it here right at the top. I always find weekend banners hard to lay down. All right, that looks pretty good. Obviously, I have like a ton of stickers left to do the rest of the spread whenever we get to that point. So I think this is where we're gonna leave it at the pre-planning. Sorry, it's a little chaotic. These CraftSmith kits are always a little challenging, but I'm excited. A little wiggle and a twerk. It's looking cute. So stick around for just a second and you can see the finished spread. Okay, here's the finished spread. I'll give it a little wiggle and a twerk. There is a decent amount of foiling on here and I do love how it turned out. It's super fun and cheerful for sure. As expected, I have a decent amount of this kit left from Wonton in a Million by CraftSmith. Various bits and pieces, some functionals, some icons, a lot of boxes, checklists, things like that. So definitely enough that I could combine it with some full boxes and have enough for another week. So I'm gonna throw that in my leftover stash. And then in terms of things actually on here, I really just used the kit. The only exception being the zebra mild liner for the dates up here at the top. I did pull in a Mincho fine liner that looks like this for writing on any of the boxes and things like that, just because it smears less. So I thought that worked out pretty well. But that's really all I have for this week. It was super busy, but a really good week overall. So as always, please like and subscribe below if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. Let me know how your week went down below, or if you don't have anything that you want to leave, but you would like to say hi, leave me some sort of dim sum related emoji, since it is Wonton in a Million for the kit. I would just love to hear from you. And then follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky at Creative Life of Liz. You'll see in progress and finished spreads. I tag the shops on Instagram, mention them in the alt text on Blue Sky, show you bits and pieces of my life, what I'm reading, all that good stuff. And until next time, bye.